Yep, I'm back in. Can't hear
It is. Yes, you can. You horrible
you.
thing.
Now I can.
Uh,
Do you want me to let everyone else in?
no, not yet. Okay, so I'm just going to pop you out a second, Ian. 1 sec.
Sure.
So let's try that again. I may have been muted. I don't know. But, oh, no. It's all going technically wrong.
I can hear you perfectly.
No, you're fine. Don't worry. So, good morning, everybody. It's just after 8 o'clock in the UK. It is just after 7 in Melbourne, 6 o'clock in Brisbane, and all the other time zones. You can work it out yourself because my brain's not working. So, we are here to kick off the 48-hour build in Australian time. I'm going to bring in the other people in a second or two. But I just want to remind you, as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, is the Just Giving page link. So if you want to drop some money in to help us raise some money for Models for Heroes throughout the whole event, it will be on the screen just there ticking away. So that should be nice and easy. We've got 12 people watching, but before we get to those comments, let's bring some people in. So your host, or one of your hosts for the Aussie section, is the lovely Ian from the podcast Had to Stream James. It's not hard.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, God, it's been so long since I've done this. I can't remember what I'm doing. Hey, who's fiddling?
Not me. I'm on me.
No, cool. There we go. Stop it. Too many people controls. Yeah. So this is Ian. Ian, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 48-hour group build.
How is it where you are? What's the weather like? Go on, tease us.
Warm. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. So, yeah, the weather's been quite nice today.
So that's excellent. Your other host throughout this stream will also be, who's got dual personality this weekend, as per usual, is the wonderful Steph. Hi, Steph. How you doing?
Morning.
Yes,
Morning, Ian. Morning, James. How the devil are you?
Oh,
good, Steph. Good to see you again.
And you as well, Ian. Been about a year.
Yep.
So, yeah, these guys are going to be running the Aussie stream. The schedule and that is all posted up everywhere, but we will show it throughout the streams as well, just to keep you up to date. But we also have with us this year some other Australians. I mean, obviously, Steph isn't Australian, although he's quite often upside down for many reasons. We've got the lovely John Marley. How you doing, John?
G'day. How are you?
I'm good.
John.
G'day, John.
Hello, James.
So-
Hello.
I'm gonna mention it straight off the bat. So John Marley is in Australia. Recently retired from the forces. And he has been watching with a keen eye as to how the Models for Heroes charity works, because he wants to set something up similar in Australia. And there is a logo made. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what your plans hopefully will be? I know they are very loose at the moment.
The plans, they are loose at the moment, but things are coming together. I'm having conversations with a couple of organisations about starting up a charity like Models for Heroes in Australia. The working title at the moment is Piece by Piece, which is a byline used by Models for Heroes in a YouTube video. And Malcolm has given me permission to go under that name. So my daughter threw together a logo the other day. It's a work in progress, but it's not so bad. But yeah, we're calling it Piece by Piece at the moment. We'll see what happens next. But I'm excited about doing something to help people that were in my position, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously the reason we mentioned it is because John and I have been talking, and we were hoping that we'd be in a situation where we could semi-launch it for him throughout the bash. Now, the idea is, as probably you know, the Model Officer Mess Facebook group supports Models for Heroes. That's our chosen charity. But we also support Scale Models for Vets in the Netherlands. and we've already dedicated ourselves to support John in his venture. So we will talk about it. If there is anyone watching this stream that is based in Australia who has got the finger on the pulse to the people that may be able to help him, please reach out to him and support him. And even if you're a serving or ex-serving member of the forces, reach out, because the more people he's got behind him building this charity forward, the better it will be. So, we will bang on about that. And once John's got to the situation where he's up and running, no doubt we'll be doing some fundraising for him too, and be right there with him. So good on you, John.
Right.
Fantastic, James. Thanks very much.
No, you're more than welcome, man. So our other Aussie contingent in the background is the wonderful Jason. How you doing, Jason? You all right?
Hey, Jay.
Hey, boys. How are we?
Jason,
Good,
how are
mate.
you?
Good. Very good.
Mate, sunny
All good.
Queensland.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. So Jason is an hour behind Ian. The joys of time zones. We don't understand that process in the UK. Although different regions are a little bit backwards, but we won't get into that. And talking of backwards in a different region, we got the wonderful Carl with us on this show.
Morning.
See what I did there?
Morning, all.
Hey, Carl.
So
Hope
yeah, this
you're
is
all
going
right.
to be the group that are going to be with you for the next couple of hours. The first stream is going to be a little short. We then go to a second stream, which hopefully Jason will be with us for that, and we will throw out a message to all the people that are involved. If they want to drop in, tell us where they're up to, show us their benches already and all that sort of stuff, we'll do that. We've got the 4 sections. Well, I say 4 sections, it's really 3, but there are, anyway, I'll explain. So you've got the UK section, you've got let's do it in order. You've got the Aussie section, you've got the Netherlands, or the Dutch, as we kindly call them, the UK section, and then you've got the American section. So all of those are going to be hosted by individuals that aren't here. And they've got full control of what they're doing and everything. And there is a whole bundle of people getting involved as participants in the stream. But last count, I think, fingers crossed, was around about 130 participants in the group build in the model officers nest.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, everyone
Welcome, guys.
that's chunked up and got involved. Obviously, life sometimes doesn't allow you to get involved in the build itself, but I know there's a lot more people going to be involved in the chat. So thank you everyone for your support. We're going to have a cracking weekend. We've got an auction coming up near the latter stages, but the reason for you to stay involved on all the streams is that we do have flash auctions, and what they are is there are a few individual lots throughout all the different time zones which will be put up randomly for you to get. We're not going to tell you what they are or what the time is. We've not advertised it as such, but we've had to advertise the fact that we will be doing it. So they'll be up for the grabs. I'm going to quickly run through the chat because it is clocking on quite nicely. Let's get to the top. So there's a message in the top there from me. We won't bother reading that out because I've already spoken about it. So the first one in is Dexter's Crafter saying good morning, all wishing everyone the very best of luck for the weekend and keeping fingers crossed that we raise lots of money for Models for Heroes in the process. Indeed.
Morning, Nat.
Morning, Nat.
Morning, Matt.
Crazy Loco in the US is tuned in and he's there in the chat saying something tells me this is probably going to be more fun than law allows. Person voice waving. Emojis don't necessarily work in StreamYard, but it's quite fun to read them out.
Yeah.
Carl's there saying good morning to everybody. Morning, afternoon, and evening. Crazy Loco's asking how much coffee will be consumed.
It's already begun.
Far too much that's probably healthy. Obviously, the Aussies are in the beer mode. What can you expect? What can you expect any different from the Aussies? Bless them.
Well, that'll be any time of day, really.
Rum?
Yeah. Dominic's there from the Netherlands. He says, very good morning, everyone, from the Netherlands.
Oh,
It's
Dominic.
raining, so it's time for model building.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning, Dominic. I'm
Coming
going
to
to
see
skip
you
over
later.
I'm going to skip over the chat that you're chatting between yourselves, and that's brilliant. Please do that. Please interact in the chat between each other, because that makes our job reading things out a lot easier. He says sarcastically, but no, please do interact. Simon Bainbridge is saying evening all from the bottom of the world, New Zealand.
Hello, Simon.
So the New
Don't
Zealand
mention
guys.
the cricket.
No, don't mention
Yeah,
cricket.
how's it going against South Africa?
Yeah, obviously New Zealand are a little bit in front of us, so they're an hour in front. So they've already started their builds and posted up in the mess as well. So thank you for that. John is there saying hello, guys.
Morning, John.
Morning,
John.
Excuse me. David Scott's there saying good morning.
Morning, Dave.
Morning,
Morning.
Dave.
We've got my internet's really slow. We've got a gentleman there saying good morning from New Zealand. New Zealand? No, from New Zealand, New Jersey, USA.
New Zealand.
Morning, Rudiger.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice to see you there too.
Morning.
Crazy Loco has made a suggestion for next year's merch. Maybe next year we can have a 48 and 48 bathrobe.
It'd be funny you should say that because we did actually look at that.
Not
What about a loincloth?
hope. If it's
We
anything
did.
like
We
the
looked-
weather is now, no.
Well, why wear a bathrobe when you can nude up?
AD.
Away you go, then.
Temporary 48-hour tattoo.
That'd be only time to see the sun in England, wouldn't it? When somebody's nerded up.
Now we get
Oh, yeah.
arrested.
Yeah, that's a whole different level of merch. That is.
Wayne Cooper.
Wayne Cooper's there. He's saying good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
He's watching whilst at work. Shh! Don't tell the boss. In fact, if the boss catches you, just tell him his punishment is if he tells you to come off it, is he's got to make a donation. Otherwise, you stay on. Yeah, there we go. Chat is jumping. So we've got Mick Wilson. He's there in the UK saying good morning, gents.
Morning, Mick.
Mick.
We've got Mal in the UK saying good morning, gents.
Morning, Mal.
Well,
And Stan is there as well from the UK saying good morning from a snowing County Durham. Yeah, you've got it bad up there.
Morning, Stan.
You got a good cricket club at County Durham.
Oh, what a wonderful, cathedral as well. I've been there. It's great.
I've got one of those in Salisbury as well.
So there we go. So that's
Rush
the chat.
people watching.
That's all right. Cool. Okay. So that's the chat caught up with. It's not a problem. So look, guys, this is aimed at the people watching as well as the people in the stream. We are going to talk over each other from time to time. It happens. It's not a big problem.
Yes.
But we will try our best to control ourselves and make sure that doesn't become an issue or problem because it's difficult for the viewers and it's difficult for us in fairness. So, but we'll try our best. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to run around the bench. In fact, actually, can I be really bold? Carl, could you run around the benches and see what everyone's doing for the 48 hour?
I certainly will, because I've not started mine. I won't be starting mine till this evening. So I'm just working on some Warhammer at the minute. So we will start with Ian. So, Ian, what are your plans for this?
ooh. And I even pre-prepared a little base for it.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, mate.
Yep.
So that's to be a 2.5
I'm
tonner.
cheating one color.
Are you going to work on the head as well? Get back to the kit.
Steph, are you starting your build at the moment, or are you starting tonight?
I'm starting with the Aussies.
You are starting with the Aussies, so we will
Yes.
shall come to
Yes,
you
I'm-
next then.
Coolio. I is ready. Oh, cool.
You are on screen.
Oh,
I
nice.
see you, sir.
Oh, cool.
What is that?
Yeah, do you recognise this, Dominic? You could have had this. I sniped him for it in the Dutch one.
Oh,
That's interesting as hell.
I like that.
148th, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It looks brilliant, and it's a very, very easy build. So this
Nice.
year, for the first time in 3 years, I should be finishing. And I've even
Cool,
got a
so-
space for it to go on.
So no 24-hour shift to a different model this year.
No, definitely not.
Cool.
Well,
Looking forward to it. That looks really, really nice.
That looks brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
Hey.
It looks good. I'm looking forward to doing that. So my fingers are itching.
So what do you reckon, Steph? The same green as your Hero Quest Orcs?
Yes, it is. So I've already got some paint mixed up, so I can use that on that. But I'm thinking of actually doing it RF Germany colours
Oh yeah.
Wow.
from the 80s. So yeah, the paint finish is a bit at the moment. So
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it these colours because don't get me wrong, it's really nice. I like it, but need something different.
It kind of reminds you a bit of a Stuka.
It does, doesn't it? With the way the wings are.
Stuka Corsair.
Yeah.
A Stuka.
Stuka.
Excellent, lovely.
W190 front end.
Okay, so we will go to Jason next.
Rightio. Now, Braden, he's up in the shed right now. He's just mixing up some paint that we can actually do these with. We've been working on it for the last week, getting the right colour. So this is what he's actually going to be building.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Rightio. And I've instructed him, since I've got the 132 length, it has to be perfect. And I've taken on a big challenge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
110, but I'm only doing one of them, so don't get too excited. Yeah, so
I'm sure the
one,
winning is
just one only. But yeah, we've been working on making those colours for both kits, so
Nice.
it's a challenge in itself. On top of it, and a bit later in our stream, we're actually going to take you up and show you the process we use to create a colour. So you'll get a
brilliant.
full walkthrough from pigments being mixed, measured, completed in the bottle and labelled in the bottle and and sprayed out. So everybody will get to see how it's actually made.
Nice. That'll be really good.
Nice.
So that's
When are
our
we doing
aim.
that, Jason?
What's that, mate?
When are we doing that?
We'll be doing that in about an hour's time.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
So what have we got the watches set at here? We've got 6:19 Queensland time, the only time to go by. So 7:19. Yeah.
So like 20 past 9 in the UK.
Looking forward to that, Jason.
Sacrificing the Eels game tonight. So
Oh yeah.
that's killing me.
Excellent. So, moving last but not least, Mr. John Marley.
Okay, so what I'm not building is that.
Well, hey, John, back. John, I missed it. Bring it back. John, what aren't you building?
Oh, the
Ah!
tag with 110. Yeah. Beautiful kit, by the way, but not today. So I'm going to go for AMP Supermarine S5.
Nice.
Is that going to go on a water dio?
Well, not yet. No, not. But I am eventually going to build just the. They had a wooden cradle when they pulled it out of the water in Southampton. I'm going to do that later on, but I'm not going to do it for 48. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how, because it's a bit of a rough kit around the edges. It's a bit like me, so it might work, might not work. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
Old and grey.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I mean, having a look at the one at Southampton, it's starting to look a bit, starting to look a bit, 90 odd years old. So
Aged.
yes.
I did forget, I do believe that Mr. Skiffins is starting with you guys as well. So we will go to James last. And I believe this is what James is building.
Nice, mate.
Oh, Don Pedro.
Yes,
So-
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So this is what I've gone for this year. I've specifically gone for something a little bit simple. However,
All right.
there is a few other bits to go with it. Some of this, some of that, some of that,
I'd
some
like
of
to see
that,
working headlights, please.
some of that. Yeah. So it's the main piece will be fairly simple, but the bits that go with it is going to be a little bit more fun. So yeah, that's me, and I can't wait to start.
Your own inspiration box.
Huh?
You've got your own inspiration box.
Indeed.
Wow,
Yeah,
look at the size of
strangely
that
enough,
sprue.
yeah. I didn't
Is there
think of
any more
that.
in there?
Yeah, no, I didn't think of that. But yeah, so it's literally one sprue, of which I'm only going to use about half of it. So that works fine for me.
Is it snapped together?
But yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to obviously be building with the Aussies, but within
Awesome.
other streams. So yeah.
Yes. Well, you've got 8 minutes to go, chaps.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm getting myself ready. Yeah, so I won't tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'll leave that as a
We'll
surprise.
find out.
Someone does know, but he won't tell anybody. But yeah, so I've got a couple more minutes. I'm going to have a cigarette then. In that case, we can do a
Yeah, he's
one-time
coming.
live.
I'll be back in a
I
sec.
got him here. Woo.
Yeah, no
Oh,
worries.
you got to smoke outside.
Do you want us to go through the comments?
Yeah, can do.
Okie dokie. Where are we? Well, there we go. Wayne says, on the boss, it's the long-haired general that I'm worried about. Swinburne. She who must be obeyed. Stancy, cricket ground about half a mile from me. Oh,
good,
nice. Simon from New Zealand said, loved Durham. It's a beautiful place to go. Beautiful.
We
area.
do our Models for Heroes monthly build in a cricket club.
Oh, cool.
So the cathedral. Yeah.
Well, Cameron Green got his century against India, so that's good, and so did Uzi.
We'll not talk about cricket. We got humped by Bangladesh yesterday.
Yeah,
sorry.
she did.
Hello. John
Well,
McMullen, let's swiftly move along. ABC, another bloody cathedral.
I'll be back, boys.
Cool. William Thomas, morning all. Looking forward to the GB later. Good morning, William. Crazy Loca, nice choice, Ian. He's not there at the moment. Dominic says, yes, I know. The rush, €1 more in 5 seconds before time ran out. Oh, yes. You got to love the sniping. Wait until we do the full-blown auctions. We'll be having a few flash auctions during the day, but the full-blown auctions, there is sniping galore going on there. So remember to come and join us. Steve from Telescale Models, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello, Steve.
Good morning,
How you
Steve.
doing? Crazy Loca said, that's inspiring, James. Model making truckers in. Hello, Lewis. Morning, all, he says.
Morning, Lewis.
Morning, Lewis.
And ready to hear, says Carl.
Read to hear.
Oh,
And then stop.
read to hear. Oh, okay. Model making trucker says, frantically getting the truck packed up, ready for the build. Cool. And Crazy Car, bid like you mean it. Oh, yes.
Indeed.
So we're caught up with the chat. There we go. So we've still got another 5 minutes before we go.
Well, I'm going to take a photo of mine now and post it to the group.
Yep.
That's a good
Anybody
thing.
got itchy fingers?
So I'm going to just quickly hog it for a second. So we talked about earlier about the schedule. I'm going to show you that now. This is all over the Facebook group. So But there you go.
You cut yourself off there, James.
Yeah, no, I pressed the wrong thing. I was going to do an overlay and I did a video instead. So, but that's okay. Yeah. So the schedule is around. It's basically every 4-hour slot. Although the first ones are a little bit different, as I said earlier, and the slots will go across the different regions. So the best way to read it is look at where you are based in the world and translate the times. If you get confused, just use the UK one and then deduct or add in however many hours you are wherever you are in the world. It's the simplest way in which you can do it. So, but there you go. So we're 2 minutes to go still until we start. Looking exciting. I'll tell you what I could do. I can have a quick look if I've got it on the iPad. Bear with. I can tell you, he says, I can tell you that the Just Giving page has been open for a little while, and we do have some funds in there. So far, given the fact we're about a minute away from starting, we've already raised £367. So thank you very much.
Well done.
Brilliant. I do like an early donation, so thank you for that. 20 people have donated, so yeah, keep those donations coming in, and we're going to raise a good sum this year. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah,
so
we are 9% of our total already.
Yep.
James, can you remember how many people participated last year?
So the numbers of physical participations on the mess was, I seem to remember, around the 20 mark.
Wow. Huge increase.
So we've massively increased it, and a lot of that is down to all the Steph's doing sign language at me. Yeah, you can start now, guys. It's 8:30. Thanks, Steph. Yeah, that's mainly down to the advertising that Steve's done for us from the mess, and then all the other podcasts and stuff that have got involved, and interviews and call outs during streams and stuff. So, a massive thank you to everybody.
And the spammage by Steve.
The spammage from Steve has been amazing. And a massive thank you, in fact, actually must go out to all the admins of the groups in which we have.
Yes.
I admit we've probably done a little bit too much posting, and I apologize for that. We will look at next year and take your feedback as to how we can improve that for next year. But Steve's done a massive job, been very on top of it all the way through the 3-week run up. So well done to Steve. So yeah, we've got a massive amount of people involved. I mean, obviously, I'm not sure out of the number that said they're involved are actually going to do it, because things change, like their life's like that. But we'll see. But
there's been a massive amount of people posting in the mess though, with what they're building and the picture and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's looking good. Like
there's a massive amount this year. So well done, everybody. The one thing I will say, I won't talk about it right now, but we will have, I hope, a little surprise near the end of the streams, of which will involve the reveal album. So what I mean by that is that we ask you, we've already made the album in the mess, and we ask you to post 3 good pictures of your build. It doesn't matter if it's finished or not, it's fine. Nope. Just 3 pictures, and then we, with your permission, will be doing something with that as an added extra that we suddenly thought of in the last couple of hours. So there you go. So everybody started building now. I will start doing some chunking on bits and pieces of stuff myself. Am I all right to hand that to you, Carl?
And what to me?
The chat?
Right.
Yes. I will catch up with chat right now.
All right. I'm going to start by disappearing
where we were.
Because I need to photocopy something, so I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, no worries.
So Steve was saying it's a little bit cold in the shed. I've actually messaged him and said if he's in the shed, why not just join the stream?
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to.
So,
And just to let you boys know, I've been left home alone all weekend
Oh, lucky you.
danger.
under my own adult supervision.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yes. It's just myself and Braden, and then we got our 30-year-old autistic son, but he's happy with sausage rolls, so that's good. But
Nice.
can run naked throughout the house if I wanted to.
Yes.
No.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Oh, mate, I don't think it's that low.
As long as that's not string, do it like.
Oh dear. And we've got David Scott saying it's bacon butty time. Yes, I am going to be doing the same in about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go make myself a bacon sandwich. So. And we've got Lewis at Model Making Truck of Fame saying he's been down south this week. He's had a little bit of snow, but mostly rain. He's come back up to Peterborough and it's blooming snowing. So we've got absolute glorious sunshine here in the east coast of Scotland.
It's all right for you.
Yeah, it's freezing cold, but it's glorious blue sunshine.
Blue
Ian
sunshine?
Douthwaite. Sorry, what was that, Steph?
Blue sunshine.
Blue
sunshine,
sunshine,
yeah.
that's impressive.
It's a
That's
bit.
great.
Do you not get that?
Isn't that a Swedish thing?
Right, quit.
Here's where I am. Oh, if you can see that.
All right, all right,
24.1.
Mr. Marley.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I'm in Newcastle, 160 odd k's north of Sydney.
Nice.
About 1,000 odd k's north of Ian, and about 1,000 odd k's south of 800 k's south of that other time zone that apparently is.
Well, you're
correct.
the greatest time zone, mate. There's,
Yeah.
that's why he's all moved up when we, during COVID up to Queensland. How good was New South Wales and Victoria then?
All right,
Actually,
so
it
it's
was
been
quite
fun being part of this.
I enjoyed it.
There's only one way to get this sorted out. Fight.
How'd you go in State of Origin last year?
What's that?
So,
How'd you go in State of Origin last year?
I'm Victorian originally. I don't follow it.
Oh, so you get disappointment with both things.
I've let everybody down for years.
Oh, I'm
Right,
going to
go
watch
on,
these
Carl.
parts, boys.
So Ian
Well,
Douthwaite
that's
saying, good morning, chaps. Busy getting my weekend jobs out of the way to clear his schedule before the UK starts. He's saying, good luck, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, Ian.
We've got Oz at Scale Modeling saying, hello, everybody.
Yeah, that's Peter Holroyd. Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
Hello, brother.
Hello.
And we've got Crazy Loca saying, let the party begin. And Oz is saying hi to Crazy Loca and to Steve. And we've got Anfield Road Layout in the Loft saying, hi, everybody. That's a new name for me. I've not seen that one before.
No.
Isn't Anfield they don't have a big soccer stadium there at Anfield?
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah, I've heard of them, yeah.
And
You
Crazy
say,
Loca
mate?
is saying, first one to spill their glue or paint owes the giving page a $5.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So is that Australian dollars?
any currency we do.
Yeah. £5 in Australian dollars is like $200.
Does that include losing parts?
What, have you lost one already,
Ooh.
Steph?
No, I'm very good at losing parts, though.
Have you found that rudder eventually?
Yeah.
So Gary Moss is saying, good luck, guys. Looking forward to starting at 1930 UK time. Anfield is saying hi to Crazy Loca. We've got Paul Price saying good evening, all.
Evening, Paul.
And we have a Facebook user saying good evening, all. Is somebody able to have a quick look on Facebook for me, Steph?
I'll build it. Of course I can.
Yeah.
And Model Maker Truck is saying home alone. Jealous now I'm having to babysit while the wife joins in the build. I'm building as well, but having to multitask because she can't. Oh dear. And Simon Bainbridge saying no adult supervision, you say. Sounds like a trip to the local model shop.
Hmm.
The Facebook user is Mikey Hart. Hello,
Good
Mikey.
Hello, Mikey. And Oscar Moller saying hi to Paul. And Paul Price saying, evening, Pete. How's the tooth? Oh, there's a story there. And that is us caught up with chat. So we have read to here.
Wonderful. Thank you, Carl.
Oh, we missed one there saying, Paul is just saying, evening, Jason. Thanks
good,
again
mate.
for the extra paint.
Oh, I know, mate. It's what we do here. Anybody that does, mate, we usually throw in an extra bottle just to say as a thank you. It's what we do. Hey, have
Indeed.
you boys watched the sprues, or are you just going just straight from the?
No, I haven't. Just getting
Just
into
straight in there, mate.
Oh wow! Hang on, I better turn off the sink then.
Uh-oh. First emergency call.
Well, I've chopped away my first bit of detail that shouldn't have been chopped away, so yeah, good start.
Good start.
Wow. So, look, I'll show you this just because it's interesting. Well, not really. So, this, everyone's probably familiar with that Supermarine S5. There we are. What this has, it's a W12 engine, 3 banks of 4 cylinders. And there's an engine included in it. Now, I don't know how well it's going to go together. So I'm starting with that bit at the moment. Just, I guess it's the middle of the block, and then the cylinders go on there. And how that all works, I don't know, because then you build up the interior and throw it all together. And I don't know, because you're just not going to see any engine detail at all. It's totally covered over. But, you know, I'm going to give it a go. There's no point buying a kit and not putting bits in it.
No, it's worthwhile having a go, see what it looks like.
Yeah. But, yeah, we'll see how we go. Cracker of a subject, I reckon.
I think it's a good choice.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Well, it's probably a bad choice, but, you know, one I've been looking forward to for a while. I've been annoying Steph, I think, for the last couple of months. I've been producing, oh, what do I do? Well, I do this one or this one, and yeah. And every time he just says, I don't care. I don't care. Just do it.
Not bloody difficult.
Even the other day, I asked Gary Evans which one I should do, and he said, "Oh, I'll go with the P40." Well, I really was going to, but no, the heart's more in this one, I guess. I've got that bloody music stuck in my head already, James.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Wait until tonight.
That will be in your brain for a long time, and I make no apologies for it, unfortunately. Backed by popular demand, in fact.
It's a good beer I've chosen, I've got to admit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've managed to catch a cold, so I may have to participate in the liquid refreshment at the end, I think.
Did you catch a cold or you hadn't got over the last one?
No, I got over the last one, but it's come back and bit me on the arse, unfortunately. But, you know, the joys.
It's very small.
Carl, are you going to go and sort yourself out some breakfast?
Shortly, yeah.
Okay, let me know when you go, yeah?
Will do.
All right, buddy.
So yeah, those in the chat, if you want to ask any questions about the event, what we're doing, please do. We're here to interact with you as best we can. It's a little difficult when you've got your head down and not looking at the screen, but we will.
It's true, yeah.
We will work on it.
That's why we've got Carla, isn't it?
Partly,
Indeed.
yeah. Well, he wasn't told that was going to be the case until about 2 seconds before we went live.
Was that right?
That's usual standard. Do you know what? I just suddenly thought, I've thanked everybody so far for, getting involved and all that and the other. I do need to make a thank you to all the people that are involved, partners and family, for allowing life to be put on hold while the participants get involved. So it's a big thank you to everybody. If you are watching this, but you're in an area which hasn't gone live yet, and you think you may be able to persuade family members to get involved with you and make it a family event, do so. I know Nat and Lewis, they've got 2 young children, and the children are involved as well.
Yeah.
So, you can make it a bit more easier by doing that. But yeah. Right, there we go.
I will catch up with chat in a moment.
Okay.
And I think I'll get myself something to eat.
All right, buddy.
Last piece put on.
There we go. Listen already.
I think what we might do is have a listen to our the man himself about what Models for Heroes is all about.
Oh, good idea.
And let's have a listen to Mr. Malcolm Childs and see what Models for Heroes is all about. So we'll catch you all in a moment.
You're so green. You're so grumpy.
We're live, Mr. Childs.
So angry. Hello. My name is Malcolm Childs. I am the founder and chairman of Models for Heroes, the charity that the Birthday Bash is supporting this year. Hooray! Models for Heroes provide model kits and guidance to the emergency services and the armed forces, veterans and serving of the UK. And we use the model making hobby as a meaningful, relaxing, wholesome hobby that can aid recovery and keep you on an even keel, well-being wise. It's fantastic that we have so much support and from all modelers across the world. So thank you very, very much for your hard work, for your plastic expeditions, and your dioramas and your models and everything else. Thank you very much for your hard work and your time and support. It means a lot to us. Do go out and stretch your legs and get some sleep and rest and drink lots of coffee and just moving about your shoulders and stuff and all that thing. Don't sit there too still. Enjoy yourself, have fun, and I'll be seeing you around. I'll be there building. I'm not sure really. Probably it's going to be a national one. Anyway, thank you very much. Enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
That's a wrap, everybody. Oh, don't work with children or
Naughty
amateurs.
little orc.
Well, there we go.
Wow.
As James said, never work with children. Oh dear, very, very good. Okay, so we are going to catch up with chat. So first up, we have Crazy Loca saying, obligatory, hit the like button, ring the bell, and wash your hands, nerds, or your parts will get flung to down unders. There you go. And we've got Matt Lambert saying, hello all, good luck. Snow day here in the UK, so I can follow today while working from home. Nice. And we've got another Facebook user saying, good morning, everybody. Brit here in the US, unable to build, is traveling back home this weekend, but supporting you all.
Thank you.
Whereabouts in the US?
Yeah. Brit in the here in the US.
So it's
I'm not
either 3:30 in the morning or before that. So
Yeah.
all nighter. This is sub ninja. Crikey.
Looking to see if I can see who that is, but it's not.
I've
showing
just had
me.
a look, Carl, and I can't see.
No, it's not
It's,
showing for some reason.
It's gone through.
Yeah. And Lewis is just confirming, backed by popular demand. I had nightmares about that music last year. I think we all did.
Yeah.
We've another Facebook user saying, good morning, all.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Loading.
Owning.
Loading.
Oh, so next up we have Paul Price saying, wishing all taking part good luck. Only have one 1/48 scale kit in the stash. He has an ICM Beaufort. Still working out how to convert it to the Australian Mark 8.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, bit of work ahead of him there.
Yeah. Steve at Totally Scale Mod say, yeah, come Carl. James wants to put his order in. Mine's a bacon sausage with ketchup. That's just wrong. Wrong. Behave yourself, Steve. Give yourself a good
Bacon
idea.
with brown and sorry, Carl.
Yeah, bacon and sausage with ketchup. No.
Bacon, brown sauce, and mayonnaise.
No. Get out. Just brown sauce. Be a purist. Let's not get into the red sauce, brown sauce debate. It's far too early in the morning.
So, but brown sauce, you mean Worcestershire or something else?
No, HP Daddy sauce.
Oh,
The
right.
Americans call it
Oh,
steak
no,
sauce.
HP sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to translate. I'm sorry.
And John McMullen is saying, does spilt IPA count as spilt paint?
Yes.
Ooh.
And Facebook user is asking a question. So have you chosen a challenging or practical model for the 48-hour build?
No.
I think most people have picked something as practical and as simple as possible. So the quicker you can get it built, the more time you have to concentrate on getting it painted and stuff like that.
Hey, John, just a hint, mate. When you get to build yours, see these little points near the end of the ailerons there?
Yeah.
Mate, they are very sharp. These will draw blood. Just there and there.
Thrilled to see that. That's fantastic.
Just thought you should know, mate, because I put it in the sink and just stabbed myself. That's great.
Right. And for anyone who wants to build this Supermarine S5, I've only got the one camera, but these are all the pieces I've got to try to put together. They are absolute
joy.
Miniature. And there's, that's a gearbox.
Wow.
I don't know. No, not the practical choice, but see you. Might need more beer.
So Lewis, Model Maker Trucker, saying he does have a question. Is there any difference between kits in the UK and Australia? For example, is there a kit in the UK that you get extra engines for but don't get them in the US? So is there any difference between the same kit if you're buying it somewhere else?
There
I have
are
no idea.
certain kits, if you buy them in Australia, the supplier throws in Australian decals for Australian squadrons.
Right.
Not all. And they're at no extra cost, which is nice. But as far as I'm aware, no. We don't have any brands, as far as I'm aware, that aren't available anywhere else or anything else. So we just tend to get all of ours about 4 or 5 months after the rest of the world.
4 or 5 years after the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Especially if it's coming by Royal Mail.
Well, the Anson finally made it to the shoals here about 2 weeks ago, maybe. But I only saw
there is
one.
One major difference. John?
Sorry?
There is one major difference that you've missed.
Go on.
All your kits are upside down.
Oh, geez,
wow.
Hey, did you? And here's the difference between Australian model makers and English. We know what water and soap is.
I don't remember briefing that you had to have a wash before you started.
We're talking model kits.
I got you. Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah,
Scrub them good.
We've all been a model.
Scrub them bits really well. You know that.
Yeah, I think one thing that Australia really needs is we don't have that much access to all the aftermarket parts that we like, or the selection. Like, it's just
That's true.
Because you guys have to stay indoors a lot. And no, it's just the climate that, like, I wouldn't want to go out in minus whatever, but it's modeling in the Europe, UK, and certain parts of the States where it's cold. It's great to be indoors and do that, but here we just don't have that selection at hand. So
is that just because there's not very many suppliers, or it's just expensive to import?
I think it's the expense on the import and literally the time it takes to get across the ocean.
Yeah.
I think the Titanic again. It's.
Yeah, you've still not got your parcel, have you?
No, mate, not at all.
Crazy.
Absolutely. I think last time I checked, it was still at that airport.
No.
Yep.
Which airport?
Oh, whatever one in England there.
UK.
In the UK, yeah. On the 14th of last month, it arrived there, and it is still not, but has left there.
Yeah, right. I've ordered some. Be waiting a while.
Like, I sent something to Mississippi and Sweden about 3 weeks ago. The stuff to Sweden arrived in 6 days. The stuff to the States arrived in 4 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Think of this, Steph's back garden.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Wow. Gee, Steph.
And that was Claire 2 hours ago.
Who's
Looks
Claire?
like Melbourne.
It's Claire.
Someone's found the accelerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm in my garage, so I have to have the door open. It's I'll be sweating otherwise, and I don't want to have the fan on. So
That's
I'm
right.
going to have to go to the locals occasionally.
Oh, we're half an hour in.
What? Really?
Anybody finished yet?
Nearly.
No, unfortunately, the electrics are taking a little bit longer than I anticipated.
Oh, good God.
Right, getting back onto chat. Lewis is saying they're excited for it. That'll be probably the children that are joining in on the build, so I bet they are. Mick Wilson RE is saying, I'll be modeling with you guys while at work this morning. And he says he's working on his Tiger 1148. Apparently the interior is done already.
Oh, the machine.
Yeah, model making trucker is saying, are any of you putting lights or motors, etc. in your build? I heard James was putting a smoke machine in his. So
that's just a boring thing.
Another new name for myself here, Icky Sticky AU, saying hi everybody.
Icky Sticky.
Monique. Monique makes this stuff. It's an Australian company.
Okay. What's this
So
stuff?
all the
Hold on.
CAs.
Jason, show us that again. What is it?
Okay, so you've got. Can you see that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It makes the super glues.
So you've got medium, thick, and thin.
Yeah.
You've got the debonder, the activator, and that,
Nice.
if you go to ickysticky.com.au, you'll see the amazing range. Like that comes complete with all that tape.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Right, and they've just branched into all this stuff as well. So your sanding sponge sheets. What's that one? 1500, 2000, 3000, 180, 240, 320. There's that one there. And the glass files.
Oh, yeah, right. I need some of that.
Okay, so it's ickysticky.com.au.
Yep.
So just for those that are in the Australia, I am going to throw the link into the stream so you can go along and take a look.
No,
There we
I was
go.
about to place an order today. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I need some drills to replace the ones I've broken for my display set.
Yeah.
Those ones, yeah, I've got those ones, and they're all half broken, so I need to buy sets of 10 individual sizes. Sorry about the glasses.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they have a great range of those, so I need to get amongst it.
Well, there you go. The link is shared in the stream, so head on over, take a look.
And they really are a great supporter of the modelling industry in Australia.
Yeah.
Their customer service is unbelievable. Nothing seems to be too much trouble at all. And the quality of the products is just...
Yeah.
I sent some masking sheets to Nigel. They're 200 by 300, so you can make your own.
That's right. I remember watching that video, yeah.
Yeah, there. Yeah. So...
excellent.
They've got everything, and then
Cool.
the service, you can't beat it.
That can make and break a company. The service, the service is good. You will go back.
Oh, they're just unbelievable.
Yeah. So Facebook use asking James, are you suddenly an Aussie or are you having trouble sleeping? I think it's a bit of both.
A bit of both this year,
yeah. Crazy Loco is saying to model making truck, as far as I know, only real difference between kits is when dealing with German World War II decals. Yes, some countries don't allow the symbol, so it gets a different sheet. Yeah, because history never happened.
Yeah, that's right. We generally have them here. So, we're a bit... I mean, I can understand it. If I was European, yeah, I understand. But, I tend to put them on myself, but like others, make your own choice.
Yeah.
I'm not angry that they're not in there, there's just no point arguing. Millions of people died. I get why they're upset.
Yes. Yeah. But if you cover it up, it happens again.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And all this political correctness about what went on, if the youth of today don't know about it.
Yes, they're destined to make the same mistake.
Yeah, let's have a go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, if I can butt in, please.
Just last one before you do. Oscar Modeling is saying, is there a link to the auction page? I don't believe there is an auction page. Everything will be shown here at some point.
Right.
Okay, go for it.
Folks.
Go, Steph.
Talking about auctions. Flash! No!
Flash auction.
Flash auction is.
We need a little alarm.
I'll share my screen so you can see it. There we go. It's the Ghost of Kiev. 172nd
awesome.
ICM, kindly donated by Metro Hobbies.
Nice.
Right. I need to read you guys something first.
Yes, some rules and stuff, please, Steph.
I shouldn't have done that one. That can come back up. I need that, and I need this one. So what I'm going to do is, if you just let me drive for a sec, Carl, I will put up the rules and regs. Right, here's the rules and regs for the Australia auction. All lots will be 3 minutes. Okay, the start of the timer will begin when you see not here start in the chat. The auction will end when you see not here stop in the chat. The auctioneer will give 10 to 15 seconds after the type stop in the chat. This will allow the chat to catch up. And I'm looking forward to the sniping this year. So that's my favourite part of the auction. My ruling is final. Postage, packaging, and any customs duties are not included in your bid. You are liable for the payment of those. There is a little note under each one saying how much approximately the postage is. Okay? Not reading the rules is not an excuse. Please only bid on auctions in your local area. We understand we can't stop you bidding, but remember, item 5, you're liable for any postage and customs. Bid 8, please only bid as much as you can afford. Set a limit, stick to it. Don't overstretch yourself, please. We're not asking you to do that. If you can afford it, go for it. If you can't, please don't bid. Finally, for this one, Metro Hobbies have said they cannot post to the UK or America. So let's get back to the lot. I will pop it up there. Oh, no, it's not that one. And I don't know what I'm doing that for, because we have that one. The Flash, and we've got the Australian Flash number 1. So let me get my timer ready.
Do you want me to type start, or are you happy to do that?
I shall do that.
Perfect. Don't forget, folks, they can't post to the UK or the US.
Right, in 3, 2, 1. Go. Right, I believe that they can do New Zealand. So it may cost a little extra. As you can see, to Australia, it's 9 Aussie dollars. Postage and packing to be added. So, Facebook user, with a bid of 20. If you can put in, that's Mikey Hart. Mikey, if you can put in there what that is, $20, £20, 20 Aussie dollars, kiwi, whatever you have, kiwi fruits, 20 camels. So that'd be brilliant. Just let us know what that is. I believe that's Mikey. He's going 20 Aussie dollars. Brilliant. Thank you for the opening big, Mikey. So keep those coming in. Right, I'm going to pop a link in for you, Mikey. If you can click on that and then do some with it. It allows us to see your picture and your name. So rather than having Facebook users, so come on, get your bids in. Come on, we've got 20 Aussie dollars so far. Get the money out. Come on. So you've got just under a minute and a half to go. I lied, nearly a minute to go. But who's going to be the winner of this first one?
I think there might be some snipers sitting in the wings.
Yep. Right. Less than a minute to go. Come on, get your bids in.
Come on, folks.
Like you mean it.
This is the first one.
30 seconds remaining. $20 seconds remaining. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and end.
There we go.
Yeah. Right, let's give that a few seconds. See what happens there.
So we have a winner.
Yep, we have a winner chicken dinner. And it is Mikey Hart. Mikey.
Well done, Mikey. Thank you.
Well done, Mikey.
Awesome, well done.
Well done,
make a
Mike.
note of that. So, new text document.
Right. Well done. That's the first auction done. I am going to go back a little bit and catch up with some of this chat because it is starting to run away with us. So Icky Sticky saying hi to Peter. Lewis is saying it is in the description. Oz. David Scott saying UK starts at 10 a.m. Right? I don't know the time differences and whatnot.
So the next stream will be starting at UK 10:30, but the actual physical build, if you're building, will be
UK will be.
The stream will start at 6:30 UK time, but we won't start building until 7:30. So we'll go to Netherlands first.
Yeah. So Facebook users are confirming, as myself, brown is correct. So what we will do is we will get that taken away. Okay. So David Scott is saying bacon egg with HP sauce all the way. Correct. Crazy Local. Alcohol abuse is same category as spilt coffee.
Oh.
Just shame on the spiller. Okay, and there's Steve putting the link into the Just Giving page. Thank you, Steve. The gaffer's in. The craft station. Lisa saying good morning, gents and chat.
Hello, Lisa.
I'm on my best
Morning,
behaviour
Lisa.
now.
Morning, Lee.
And John McMullen is saying at least us Kiwis got our Cotair Spitfires first this week.
Yeah, you've got yours?
Not yet.
Okay. So
Still
Matt
waiting.
is just asking a quick one. Could we just quickly pop around the room again and just show what people have chosen to build? So we certainly can. So we are going to start off with Ian. Ian,
Yep.
can you just remind us what it is that you're building?
Yes, I am building
There you go.
US 2.5 ton 6x6 air fuel truck.
Excellent. Thank you. And Steph, just remind us on, please, what you are building.
Yep, of course I can. I am building Ciata's Suiza.
Excellent. That really does look really nice.
Cool. And it's going together very nicely. It's very
Excellent.
Bandai-esque.
Okay. And James, please remind us what it is that you're building.
I'm building a right mess at the moment, but that's my kit, which is the 148th motorcycle and sidecar from Tamiya.
Excellent. Thank you. And Mr. John Marley, if you could remind us what you're building, please.
I am building AMP's Supermarine S5 Schneider Trophy winner.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely tiny.
And Jason, just remind us on, please, what it is you're building. There you go.
The 148 ME110.
Excellent. Thank you very much. There you go, Matt. I'm not building a 148th kit. I am just pottering along because I am starting my build this evening. So if you want to see what I'm building, tune in at around about 7:30 UK time this evening.
Awesome. John, can I just quickly grab your attention, young man?
Certainly. Young.
Mate, I just,
got all my attention.
Oh, baby, don't talk dirty to me. Hey, mate, I didn't know you were trying to do pieces for peace. I'm ex-Navy, and I've got a lot of it, like, as we all do in the ex-forces, but my family goes through to the Boer War. But I just spoke to Monique from Mickey Sticky. Mate, if you get this up the ground, Outlaw Paints will give you $1,000 towards it next your launch. And Monique will be donating as much as you need for all raffle prizes as well. So that if you want to kick this off, you let us know. Get in touch with me, mate. And
That's amazing.
An incredible offer. Thank you very much.
Yes, mate, not a problem.
And reminding everyone, of course, that this fundraiser is for a UK charity, Models for Heroes.
Yep.
I want to start a similar charity in Australia. It's going to take a bit of time. Obviously, I don't have, I can't spend too much of my own money. I've only just recently retired from Air Force and trying to work out pensions and DVA and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to take a while, but I'm absolutely, since I found out about this charity, it's been, I think it's certainly helped me get through some tough periods. And I honestly want to do what I can to help other people that I know are struggling, whether they're into modelling or not. I love this hobby and I'd like to share it with as many people as I'd like.
Well, my old man's an ex-rappy chappy and...
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So he probably got tucked in at night like you did, but he wasn't in the Navy where the men served. But and my grandfathers and grandmothers were all ex-army. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you need any help? You'll have somebody up here, mate, who's got your back.
That's amazing.
With everything you need, anything you need, I'm happy to do. Call people on your behalf or whatever you need. You've got my full support.
Yeah. It's going to be tricky, obviously, because the UK being the size of Victoria, it's a bit easier to travel around. Not that people like Steph and James travel that much for it. But,
oh, that's no.
I do.
But obviously, I can't do it all alone in all places. But basically where we are at the moment, I sent an email to the National Programs Director, Soldier On. I'd like to get on board with them. If they can do the referrals, I can do, the facilitating, and I'd like to see what I can do. I can't do it all alone. And what I'll need to do, of course, is rely on people like you and the generous support of people like Icky Sticky, SMS Outlaw Paints. I think this is something that a lot of people in Australia are keen on, and it's like Dave Goldfinch starting the podcast on the bench. Like if you want to do it yourself, because you can't rely on everyone else. And if I can help start, then it's something I'm very passionate about. And thanks again for your support. But I'm doing what I can to support Models for Heroes.
You're unbelievable. And like James, when he contacted me, I was like, mate, no dramas.
Yes.
Absolutely no dramas. He's a good human being. He's up on the wax on top of his head, but I feel sorry for him being in England with no hair. Like, wow.
You are the only one that feels sorry for him, then.
Yeah, don't let him stop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've had some good tunes. It's been great.
So how long have you been out of the Navy then?
Say again.
How long have you been out of the Navy?
Me?
Yes.
1989.
Oh, a while then.
Yeah, I was a sonar radar operator.
Well, there you go.
A UC, underwater controller. Yeah,
On ships, obviously.
yeah,
Not subs.
Hobart.
Oh, Hobart.
The real Hobart, not the fake Hobart. And I think I painted every piece of that ship. Bar the whole.
Back in the mode.
Okay. So catching up with chat. So Lewis is saying if you don't have full access to photo etch, he is not moving to Australia.
Well, we do have photo etch.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
There you go. See you, Lewis.
Bye,
Corrugated
Lewis.
iron.
Yeah. So I'm fortunate where I am. In Newcastle, we have, I think, one of the largest brick and mortar hobby stores in Australia, and they have a wonderful range, and they're the importers for a lot of model kits and everything else. So I can get down there and just have a look around and stuff. But yeah, they've got all sorts of bits and pieces. B&A Hobbies have a vast range. They're a mail order only place in Melbourne. And we've also got one of my favourites is over in Perth called Hobby Habit. And they're the weirdest store in that they're an accountants, but they have a room just full of things like photo etch and everything else. So if you walk in, they don't know what they're talking about, but they'll just put everything in alphabetical order and you can find stuff very easily. And I've got stuff in the mail as we speak. It's a tail correction kit for a Vickers, which one is it? Valiant, with photo etch and everything else. So yeah, we've got some stores. We got access to stuff, but yeah, I mean, we just may have to. Yeah, we pay a little bit more. Just obviously, it's not just model kits; it's cars and everything. The price of everything is going through the roof, and we're no different.
Yeah, Facebook user there saying it's a population issue. Says you are the size of the US with 1/10 of the people.
Yeah, but better quality people.
And Simon is saying it's the same in New Zealand here. We're still waiting on the Anson and the new 124 Spitfire.
Yeah. So I haven't seen a 24 Spitfire here yet. I've ordered the Qatari Spitfire 1A. That should hopefully be here in a couple of days, weeks, whatever. And I'm looking forward to getting my fingers on that. That looks beautiful.
I've ordered that.
Yes, I mean.
Dean Trow is saying good morning, evening all.
Hi, Dean.
Crazy Loker saying, what's the nasty looking white stuff?
That's my hair. Thank you very much. I mean, cool.
I'll take it Crazy Loker's got a shiny head as well, by the sounds of that.
It's probably talking about the snow.
Possibly, yes.
Steph, that's no, mate.
What is your actual first name? Because you pop up on chats everywhere. I see your name, but I don't know who you are. What's your first name, please?
Who, me or Crazy?
Crazy Loker.
Yeah. I do know it, but I can't remember.
I have trouble
Steve is
remembering
saying, don't forget the smoke machine, James.
I won't, Steve. Thanks for reminding me.
And that was the link for Icky Sticky.
Wonderful.
Oz is saying hi to Dominic. Dominic is saying hi to Pete. And Dominic is saying, do not participate in the 48-hour construction at Oz Scale Modeling.
build a 1 to 200 battleship.
Crazy Loco saying rules to the Flash.
Rules to the Flash.
Okay, Steve is saying, come on, guys, get involved, dig deep. And then we have the...
I'm going to go for a beer. Back in a minute.
No worries. We have the Flash auction there, and Crazy Loco saying congrats to Mikey Hart, and Mikey saying thanks to everyone. Wayne is saying I wish they did that kit in 1/48. Another Facebook user saying good morning guys, have fun this weekend. We are going to try our best. Steve is saying that's amazing, great stuff. Jason,
What's that?
Just about
probably for your donation.
Mate, that's no issue, mate. The issue is not veterans being done over by the Australian government, not being looked after, and veterans worldwide. That's what the issue is.
Yeah. I think that's governments all over the world doing the same to all the military personnel. But hey, we won't get into politics.
No politics.
And John Alex Scale Model is saying, good morning all. Good morning, John. And Oz is saying hi to John. And Crazy Loco saying hi to John. People saying hi to each other. And John Mayfield saying, morning all from snowy Cambridgeshire in the UK. I was expecting you all to be upside down, but my tablet has auto-corrected that for him.
The whinging started.
So, yeah, people talking amongst themselves. And Neil Godin saying, LOL, probably to John Mayfield. And we've got Rise Dam Design saying, hello, everyone. Good morning.
Hey, mate.
Oh.
And we've got Frederick Davidson saying, good morning, guys. Great to see you've started. This will probably be a less productive day at the office for me with this going on. Indeed. Okay, and Crazy Loca, Mike, prefer Loca.
Mike.
Oh,
Hello,
Locha. It's pronounced.
Locha.
Locha means turtle.
Does it?
Apparently,
Okay.
yeah. And I was referring to Steph's snow pick. There we go. To confirm.
Not my hair.
Okay, and that is us all caught up with chat. So I'm going to disappear from it. I need to go get something to eat. So I will hand back to either James, Steph, or one of you guys. So
not a problem.
Cool. Thank you very much, Carl. Enjoy your breakfast. So thanks very much, everybody, for joining in. Thanks very much for doing what you do and helping out. It's greatly appreciated. And as I started off as a beneficiary for Models for Heroes, I know firsthand how much this helps. It really does. And all your donations are amazing. Just so you know what they go on, a beneficiary will get referred to the organisation, and then Malcolm and Chris at HQ will then speak to them and find out what they want to build, what they want to make, etc., etc. And they will put a model box set together. So that includes model kits, about 10 or 15 model kits, all the paints, brushes, everything they will need to start modeling, except a knife, because we're not allowed to do those, but we're allowed to give snips. So they will get all that lot that helps them start their modeling journey. Now, last year, the cost of that was around about £35. That's UK. It costs £35 to sort one of those boxes out. Malcolm's managed to do a deal with a courier. That price has now dropped to £22. So every £22 you guys raise helps a beneficiary, whether he's ex-military, whether he or she or they are ex-military, ex-Blue Light Brigade, whatever they are, serving member, that money goes to help them. And last year we managed to help nearly 100 beneficiaries.
Wow.
Well done, guys.
Thank you very much, guys. We really appreciate the help. I've now moved on. I'm now a volunteer, so I toddle up and down the country and around the place, going to model shows, shouting about Models for Heroes and stuff like that. Because I'm in a fairly lucky situation. I'm medically retired because excuse me, but I'm a bit of a crip. I can use that word because I am, and I'm owning that word. So, yeah, there is an organisation. If you're in the UK and you want to help Models for Heroes, there's an organisation out there called Friends of Models for Heroes. So want to help us, and you fancy doing a bit of volunteering or just shouting about us, chucking some flyers out at your next model event, donating kits, anything like that, jump on there, ask to join and say, what can I do?
Yes.
We always need help. Always. So you don't have to do a lot. Just give us a shout. Come and join us and help. And it'll be greatly appreciated.
Definitely.
And also, if you're down under, give Mr. Marley a shout. Let me just throw him under the bus there. Right, have we... let's have a look at the chat. Have we... Where are we up to? We've done John Mayfield.
Yeah.
Did we do Frederick?
Not sure.
Okay, we'll go from there. Frederick says, morning, guys. Great to see you started. This will probably be a less productive day at the office for me. With this going on, should have taken it into work with you. Crazy Locust says, Mike, prefer... Oh, we've done that one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Plastic Monkey, pop in to say hi. Hello, Plastic.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul. Plastic Monkey says, Oz. Hi, Pete. How you feeling? Says Plastic Monkey. And they're all saying hi, Paul, hi, Paul, hi, Paul. So keep chatting, ask us questions. Can't say we're going to answer them, but we will try our best.
We'll do our best.
Attempts are good. And I can't actually see what's going on behind me because my monitors are behind me, so I'll leave it up to you boys to be honest, eh?
You're asking a bit there, mate.
I'm working on that. I had faith. Misguided, but faith.
All right, Jace, when are we going to have a wander round?
What's that, mate?
When are you going to take us on a wander round?
Mate, I'm just waiting for Braden to come back down, and then we're heading up there, okay?
Excellent.
Because I have to switch from the computer to log in on the phone.
Yep.
And so I'll go and I'll come straight back.
All right, no worries.
Very
So,
cool.
one thing that's really important, guys, that anyone that's involved in the excuse me, in the build itself, watching or not, is to make sure you get up, have a little bit of a stretch, get a cup of coffee,
Good idea.
and all that sort of stuff. So it's that time for this.
Oh, yay.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so there you go. We will remind you to take your breaks and bits and pieces throughout the whole event. Please, I don't want anyone to be ill after the event, so make sure you rest, make sure you take plenty of food, fluids, and sleep. Okay? So, yeah, there we go. One added extra for this year is we've added a little something called a coffee break tip. So throughout the stream, we've very much kindly had a little bit of time donated by some YouTubers. Some, I would think pretty much all of them you will know. They're all pretty popular, pretty well-known people. And they're going to share a modelling tip with you to help you encourage for that coffee. So what we do when we do a coffee break tip, we'll give you a pre-warning of a couple of minutes so that can give you the chance to switch the kettle on or grab a coffee on that, and then you can sit and watch the tip itself. Most of them are around about 4 to 6 minutes long, and they range with all sorts of things. Some really good tips there. So that's something that will come up. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. There's 39 people watching. Wow, guys.
Wow.
I'll be honest. My head has been down looking at the bench, so I've not been paying attention. But nearly 40 people watching. Cracking. Well done, all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Crazy Loco saying, excuse me, stretch to the dance music. Indeedy. I'm going to go and have to re-wet the end of my finger to get this internet working properly. I am struggling.
What time is it, mate?
The time now is 9:35 in the UK. That would be, he says. So that's 8:35 in Melbourne, 7:35 in Brisbane.
And Parramatta lost.
Parramatta lost.
Yep. That just kills me.
What's that?
What's what?
What's Parramatta?
Parramatta's the greatest football team ever to walk the grace of the NRL.
Ah, okay. I thought you said you got a problem with the kit then for a second.
No.
No, cool. Okay. Ooh.
I've got a problem with my kit, James.
No, don't say that.
It's going together too well.
Oh.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Gary Marsh is saying, I'm a beneficiary of Models for Heroes, and the charity has changed my life in an unmeasurable positive way. I'm also involved in Friends of Models for Heroes. Yeah, it's good to have you part of it, Gary, and you're right. It's amazing to watch the difference it makes to people. So,
yeah.
Wayne's just grabbing some granola and yogurt for his breakfast with some cherry yogurt. Very posh. John Alex saying, right on, Gary. Glad to hear. Mickey Hart is saying Melbourne Stormies.
Yeah.
Yeah, get stuffed. Storm.
Go Cats.
And that's
Go Hawks.
The chat.
Go the Swannies.
Go the Hawks.
Go Mariners.
Go to hell.
I'm actually talking about Grimsby Town, but hey.
Oh.
I shall return.
No worries.
No worries.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'm going to go cross-eyed with this kit. This is very, very small. This engine. In fact, show and tell. Just give me a moment. Alrighty. So this little Supermarine S5, obviously they wanted the smallest frontal area they could to make it as fast as they could, being, you know, record-breaking sort of speeds. So that's the size of the fuselage, right? Now remember, this is 1/48 scale. And you can see all the crazy amount of flash and all that sort of stuff around there, just because it's a short-run kit. Okay, so 48 scale S5, and this is a 70-second scale Spitfire. So you can see it's pretty much
not much difference.
No, but yeah. So a Spitfire the same scale as this is. Well, crazy small. So everything is. I probably picked the wrong kit, but you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. But it's literally it's the size of a 70-second scale Spitfire. The floats are longer because Spitfires don't have floats. But the floats are as long as a Spitfire, pretty much. So there you go. Gotta love the Spitfire. A beautiful plane.
Right, yeah.
Most definitely.
That's just me trying to show off my old stuff. So, Jason, you're putting the full photo etch in the cockpits and all that, he's gone, isn't he?
I think he's taken off for a bit.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That's a lot of kit he's got there. It's a beautiful kit. It's lots of photo etch. I was opening mine up now. Yeah, crack. Every time I hear that music, the Brits in the US people won't know what I'm talking about, but it reminds me of a song from the 80s here called Montego Bay by the All-Nighters. And I think they're a Sydney band, so I don't expect anyone from around the world to remember them. But basically, the film clip is them on a beach just sort of like acting like idiots. And it just makes me want to get up and like, you know, during this last year, there was one time where I actually nuded up and ran around the garage and sort of did all that. I promise I won't do it on video this year.
Oh, there was me thinking you were volunteering to do that.
Well, you'd pay an extra donation to not see that, wouldn't you?
I'd pay an extra donation to see it.
You've seen it, Steph. Shh. Gunnies, hey? So you didn't call them gunnies. Remind me what you call them over there, Steph?
What's that?
Armament techos in the RF.
Plumbers.
Plumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main reason to call plumbers is because we used to have to plumb in the hydraulics for the turrets.
Oh, there you go.
All right, yep.
Yeah. So we just call you gunnies. Avionics, which I was, used to be queer traders.
We call them
I guess
fairies.
PC got in the way. Now we call them white handers, which is a bit ridiculous. And in the US, they call avionics boogers.
Boogers.
Yeah, because everyone's got names for everybody else.
John,
every trade hates every other trade.
Hey, John, can you just check your ME110 and to see if you've got two sets of wings or just one set, mate?
Oh, no, the curse of Edward.
Yeah. Because I only got one set. Yeah, one set.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to make two. Isn't it a twin kit?
No.
Okay, well, that makes it easy then.
Yeah.
Oh, because I've got all the Spitfire story and all that. I've got all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all dual boxing, but this one's single.
Very good. Thanks for sharing that.
I'll tell you what, that the resin cannon, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
Oh, it's mate. It's off the charts. I'll
Oh,
bring it out in a second.
I'll bring mine. So yeah, if you zoom in for a moment, this is what is a 30mm cannon, I believe. It's probably out of focus, but little resin cannon. And the thing is, the whole thing will be totally covered up by the fairing.
Yeah.
It goes under the aircraft like that, and it all sits in that, and all you'll see is the muzzle. But it's there if you want it. It's a beautiful kit.
I was thinking doing a cutout on that bearing.
Are you doing that version with the cannon?
I am doing the French version. I think I've got the cannon on that one. It's the. I'm doing this one here. If we want to zoom in.
Hang on.
Oh,
Whoop, where are we? That one there.
Oh, yep.
Last page of the book.
yeah,
Yep.
you've got it. Yeah, that is the one with the cannon. Yeah,
So,
no, it's a very nice kit.
yep. Hang on.
So either of you two guys got the HQ yet?
Not yet.
No, I'm not going to buy one.
There you go. What's happening?
My brother used to have an HQ. It swore me off them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get. I didn't get a bet on it because I missed out by a bit and a half. So, if we had a chance, we just knocked it on. So, anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep getting back to the boat.
Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Well, this kid of mine doesn't have wheels.
Huh.
So Miranda's in there in Facebook saying the Dutchies are more than ready to start. So yeah, that's good. Nice to see you, Miranda. Wafu Davies there. He's saying good morning all. Hope all is going well. Couldn't commit to the build for other things going on. That's fine, mate. No worries. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Moaning Dave.
Weapons armed, fueled up.
And Dominic's just asking what the box number is for that Edward kit, I think.
11145.
There you go. 11145. That's the question, Dominic.
Siri found it.
There you go. No worries. Right, I'm just going to mute a second because I need to do something.
Yeah, you gotta love those Edward kits.
They're beautiful. I've only got one Spitfire one, which is the Tally Ho.
I've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Including and out of those 8, 3 of them are dual boxings.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've got Tally Ho, the new one that just came out. Yeah, Tally Ho's the sweeps, Spitfire story,
Aussie 8.
Eagles Call. What else is the other one? Yeah, I've got Aussie 8. What's the other one? I've got the Australian one as well.
Oh, yeah. And
the new Australian one that just came out.
Oh, yeah, the single boxing.
No, the double boxing.
Right.
If you go on to Metro, they've got it there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
$109.
I've got, just the Camel dual boxing, Desert Babes, the 72nd Tonka. A couple of the little ones, and small ones, but yeah, nothing really special.
Yeah, I'll also
Tonka.
Yeah, just the just this one.
Oh, I've got that. Yep, cool.
Yeah, their new Zero kits are quite nice too.
I do.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Mm.
I got 3 of them so far that I can get my hands on. And I know the roof. I think the roof's getting released next month.
Is it?
Yep.
Back to the glasses. I have a twin brother, and every time I show him a new purchase, he just rolls his eyes and, what the hell are you thinking? So he's currently building 32nd scale Tamiya Spitfire Mark 9, and he's doing a rapid job in that.
Nice.
And every time I buy something that's not Tamiya, he just, he wants to disown me.
This one. That's the one he's building?
That's the one. It's a very jobby there, yeah. Yeah, he's doing a cracking job too. Yeah, he's probably traveling back to Perth as we speak.
I've still got me two 132 lengths to keep going with. So,
you bought 2 border ones?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, God.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
I've only got the 48 HK one, and that's going to be good. Maybe not, but I've got all the bling for it, so I'll make it good.
Yeah. Years ago, I built the Tamiya one.
Oh yeah, haven't built it.
Yeah, built it. Had it it was on display at the War Memorial in Melbourne.
Oh, there you go.
For about 6 months.
What was that
one?
one?
A couple on display at Metro Hobbies. I've got 32nd one, 48 one. They look good.
Well, one of mine is headed down to Canberra when they bring G for George out. It'll sit in front of G for George.
Oh, wonderful!
Oh, nice. Well done.
Yeah, it's going to all the livery on it. All the decals will all be done in G for George. I'm heading down next year to the museum to do a photo reconnaissance. I got invited down to do that and go all over G for George. And as long as I keep my pants on, that was part of the whole thing.
Well, you've blown that one already, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Many times.
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, very privileged. Very.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Very privileged.
Well, I'm not going to see any of this engine, but I'm going to put these bits on it anyway because why not? I'm a completionist. Oh my God. Oh. The broken 3 bits. Cut 3 bits, broken 3. Okay, I'm not putting them on. Yoink. There we go. Page 2. So there we go. After an hour and a half, I've got a little engine.
The little engine, the good.
That is tiny.
Absolutely tiny. So remember, 48 scale, not 72nd. That's the Napier line. W12. Page 2. I'll just paint all this later on. I don't know. I don't think this yeah. And he keeps going. Yep.
What's next? 821. 821.
Well, it's all gone very quiet, so I'll just...
Obviously, we're all concentrating.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll just tell you basically a bit of about the end of my career and how it all came about and all that sort of stuff, because it sort of matters with what's going on.
Have we got that long? Have we got that long, John?
I'll try to keep it brief, Steph. All right. So, yeah, as I said before, I was an avionics technician in the Air Force. So over 27 years. So I was an avionics technician initially on Hercules aircraft, the EH, and then I was on the initial course for the J model back in 1999. Stuck with that aircraft for about 14 years or so. And I went to Melbourne as a desk job ordering aircraft common spares, bits and pieces. Then I went to Adelaide, did 5 years on the Orion aircraft, MH370, SAR, all that stuff. Then came to Newcastle, 2 years on the Classic Hornet, saw them out. And then went to F-35 for the first, close to 3 years of their introduction to service. So how it all ended for me was I was doing the F-35 course at the time when I first learned of Models for Heroes. It was mentioned on one of the podcasts, I believe. I can't remember. Maybe it was on the bench. I cannot remember now. But either way,
Good podcast, that one.
oh, I've heard it's a cracker. I haven't heard it myself. But
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Anyway, so initially I thought this sounds fantastic. We need something like this. So I emailed Malcolm Childs, introduced myself, and said, like, can I pick your brain about how did you start up? How do I start up? And he was very, very, very kind, and basically just gave me everything I needed as an overview. But what I found is, like, the F-35 course was sitting down, so in a chair doing computer-based training for about 12 weeks or so. And after that, I had back problems for a number of years. After that, I went back to Flightline, started to actually then work on the aircraft and get involved. And I made it to the Tuesday after the course. And I was in a lot of pain. I had terrible sciatic pain down my left leg. Went to the boss, said, I can't do this anymore. I can't sit or stand or walk or anything else. It was just in awful pain. What would generally happen is I'd take anti-inflammatories, and after 2-3 days, I'd be fine and just get back into it. I never got better. And it just coincided with the initial COVID lockdown. This is about January 2020. It was about March by this stage. Yeah, about March. and I just never got better again. So I had a spinal fusion operation in October that year. Rods and screws and all that stuff like that down L5S1, the base of the spine there. Awful pain. The recovery just took months. And I got to the point where my bosses were just like, we don't want you here anymore. You're not deployable. We need people who can deploy and all that stuff. And they basically brought me in one day and said, you're no good to us. We don't want you here anymore. Get out. And that was it. And
thanks for coming.
Yeah, that was it. I remember Steph asking one day, like, "Are you okay? Because you caused a bit of a problem on one of the Facebook pages." And I just said, "Yeah, I've just all this crap has just gone on. I just told my career's over and stuff." And he's just like, "Yeah, that's not good." But so basically, it all coincided that as soon as I learned about Models for Heroes and wanted to do something to help Australians, I became not a volunteer. I became what would have been a beneficiary in a very short amount of time, and not having the same sort of program run here. Like I was looking after myself, sitting down, doing bench time and everything else. And I just want to help other people because I know that they get discarded like I was. And I don't think it's right and it's fair and everything else. I can understand it, but what they were saying is, you're not deployable. So, okay, if I did my physical fitness test tomorrow and pass, would you deploy me? No, you haven't been performing. You're not keeping up with your peers. In fact, is what they said is, I'm not walking with purpose anymore. I said spinal fusion. And that was it. So totally discarded, thrown aside. And I understand why people get broken with that sort of attitude, And I just want to do what I can to help other people because I felt so bad one day. I just didn't want to see these people. And I honestly was looking for a convenient tree to drive into on the way to work one day. And I just had to stop and
good man.
Just say, this isn't right. People shouldn't feel this way going to work.
The thing is, though, John, that's the military all over the world.
Yes, I know.
It's not just the Aussies. It's the Brits, the Americans, the Dutch. They're all like that. If you aren't fit enough or you have issues like that, you're just shit. And they treat you like that.
It was terrible because, I went from being like, you don't have to be in the military to understand. Don't let your mates down. Like, keep doing what you can to help other people and all that stuff like that. And, there's just a point where they just turn on you. And you're not welcome anymore.
You've got to say, what about me?
Yeah.
And as soon as you hit that point, that's it. They don't want to know you.
Yeah. So as I say,
I turn around and says, I've been helping everybody. I've been doing the best I can.
Yeah.
I have now reached the end. I cannot do any more. And that is when they turn on you.
So, as you can understand, I'm passionate about this charity.
Very good, mate.
And that's why I don't believe. I strongly refuse to believe that you need to be military or ex-military to understand how this all works. Because all of us work for companies, corporations, and stuff, and you can be discarded, and it might not be your fault. And you've just got to do what you can to keep going. And this sort of stuff literally keeps people alive, I think. And I want to do what I can to. I mean, people will fall in the same trap and meet the same sort of people that I dealt with and everything else. But I want to make sure that we can be a safety net for them because I felt so bad that I just want to do what I can to help other people. But, I still feel broken, but I'm not incapable of helping others. So that's it. That's my story.
Awesome, mate. Thanks for sharing, eh?
Yeah. Good on you, mate.
That took a lot of bottle to share that, mate.
Still raw because it was the last couple of years and it ended at the end of November last year. So it's all just very recent history for me, and I just want to do what I can to get past it all and get on with the rest of my life.
Yep, you do. And there we go, folks. There's our first set of tears. There'll be plenty more. Don't worry about that. And John, it's fine.
You're allowed to get emotional. That's the whole thing about this. It allows you to address these emotions, speak about them, and you're talking in front of nearly 50 people.
I understand. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I can't read these instructions anymore.
John, it looks very dusty in your garage.
It's spring here.
I mean, you're getting
No, it's
dust
not.
in your eyes. Right, so where are we? Wafu Day, Airy Fairies, we call them Pinkies.
Right.
Electrical were Greenies, and airframe and engines were Grubbers. Dominique says, what is the box number? Can I look him up here in the Netherlands? You should be able to. Have a look at scale, mates, Dominique. Yes, thanks, John. Oh, he's got that. We've done that one. Paul Price, evening, Dominique. Paul Price, can you bring a +1, Jason?
What's that, Paul, mate?
I don't know. He just says, can you bring a +1?
+1.
Wayne, sorry, Jace, carry on. I talked over you.
You're all, mate, just wondering what +1 is.
I think you'll find that's to do with your you were talking about the museum and
unfortunately, mate, I'd like to, but I want to enjoy the experience by myself. Oh, sorry.
Wayne Cooper says, anyone finished yet? Actually, nearly. I ain't far off finishing. Dean Trower, that was very brave, John. It sure will help to share. All the best with your charity. Bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayfield has said, respect, Mr. Marley. And Dominique says, not just ex-military, I also had depression a long time ago, and I'm not a veteran. Oh, yes. It affects everybody, Dominique.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I'm just going to jump in very quickly. I'm going to duck out. You've got another just under 30 minutes for this stream.
Cool.
And would you believe that is should be about 11:30 or 8:30, wherever you are in Australia.
Yep, correct.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I will see you on part 2. Anybody that's here can come and join in, but stick with these guys. They're going to go up until half past, and then we'll start the other stream a little bit after 10:30. All right.
Okay. I'll make sure we finish it bang on 10:30 then.
All right, buddy. No worries. I'll catch you later. True.
All right. See you, James.
Cheers, James.
Yeah, James.
Right. So we've got Harry Marwick. G'day, everyone.
G'day.
Facebook user says, thanks, John. Will def support your new venture? And that is, if my mouse will work.
Sure.
Right, in we go. That's Mikey Hart.
Wonderful. All right. I'll reiterate, I do not want anything yet. This is not for this weekend is not for what I want to do. It's for the thing that inspires me daily.
No, that's understandable, but we're going to batter the hell out of your new venture. We will promote it to as much as we can.
Well,
the more it gets out there, the more people know, the better known it gets.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the guys on the bench, Ian, should invite him on.
Absolutely.
We've spoken to that. I did have a few weeks ago, I had a live Facebook chat with Dave and Malcolm about that. And basically, what I said was like, not yet. I've got nothing to show yet until I have, a logo worked out. And I spoke today about a venue. I said, what I need is a venue. And I went to a Soldier On coffee chat this morning, and an old mate of mine that we worked on Hearst together, he said, well, I'm president of the RSL. You've got whatever room you need. And people are coming together already to help me set this up. and it's wonderful to hear, and it inspires me to do the best I can.
The more you talk about it, the more support you'll get. The more support you'll get, the more help you'll get.
Yeah. And the more help you get, the more people will talk about it.
Correct.
But it's like the modeling community in this country is amazing.
Yeah.
They are so generous. And I can only assume, this is assumption, it's going to make an ass of you and me, that the Aussie guys and girls are just as generous.
Yep.
I'd like to think. Yeah.
Well,
it's probably one of the most generous communities that I've ever come across.
I think mentally and financially, like modeling is just brilliant for the mind, as this is all about as well. But I think it's a modeler will lend an ear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, very true.
Whether it's modeling or just general conversation, I'm part of a couple of things here called Real Mates Talk. So I'm like, anybody can call me 24 hours a day, no matter what time. If they, they just want to talk. So I've had a few calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning where people just going, "Hey, I don't want to be here anymore," and we're still talking to 9 o'clock in the morning. But also there's a mob up in Townsville. They're pretty much Australia-wide, but I think Queensland-based. They have dogs for returned servicemen.
Yes. Yeah.
And I support them as well. But I think not just as a modeler, like as a person.
As a human, yeah.
Yeah, like just and being ex-military, and John knows the same thing. Blood doesn't make your family. That's how we all understand that. And anybody that says, "Oh, I fought for my country," no, you fought for the bloke next to you. You fought for your mates. You didn't fight for the flag. You fought for the blokes next to you. We represented the flag, but we didn't fight for it. We fought for the people next to us, and to know what everybody's gone through, to listen. It puts your feet on the ground when you think you've had it tough, and then you can empathise as an ex-serviceman as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm breaking inside for John. Like anytime, mate, you give me a call, I'm there. It doesn't matter what.
That. And I'll take you up on that offer just to have a chin wag.
Oh, mate, I'll make sure the camera's off because I look good in the dark.
Yeah, fine.
But yeah, mate, anytime you need to talk.
I do have a good support network, and I'm very appreciative of that. I'm getting help and talking to people. I mean, I generally am very positive in my outlook, but I've never felt like I did that day, like before.
That's destruction.
It was awful. It was just not wanting to let people down. I kept on pushing myself, and all I was doing, I felt, was letting people down. It was just I had to get out of that loop.
Yep. Like I had my left shoulder destroyed in a mining truck accident 4 years ago.
Oh, right.
And 5 times I tried to end it all. And Wayne from BB's Hobbies up in Townsville, great. He's the most amazing bloke. And I got right back into the hobby. And and when we lost the young fella to cot death in January, like our 8-week-old grandson, there wasn't a day he didn't call me, mate. Not one day did he not call just to say, "How you going?" Like, unbelievable.
Right.
And talking about with my YouTube channel and the boys that on the bench did a nice thing, raising awareness for cot death. So the modelling community is just mind blowing.
Yeah, you're right. They're beautiful. There's some great people here.
Like within 2 hours, they raised $12,000 from all over the world, donated to Red Nose Day. Within 2 hours.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So, and people offering to do things from the other side of the world. And I'm thinking, just saying what you're saying is amazing.
Yeah. As I said, like, I want to help others because I lost a mate in the day I left Air Force. In fact, he killed himself.
Oh, mate, sorry to hear that.
So,
Well, mate, 24/7. I'll give you my number. You've got it.
I'll definitely be in touch for the Chinway again. This is making it very difficult to see what the hell I'm doing.
Mate, I'll just tell you how it is. That's my personality. Way I was raised, you can't beat around the bush.
No.
You can and only empathise if you can empathise. Yeah.
Yep.
So my daughter is an honorary. Well, she's not. She's a pretend Queenslander now. She moved up to Townsville about 3 weeks ago to start a university course.
Oh, awesome! What in?
Marine biology.
Wow, that's
cool.
fantastic. That is amazing.
Yeah, so I've spent a fair bit of time in Newcastle. Sorry, Townsville, obviously with Hercs, but definitely Hornets. But,
Well, mate,
yeah, place. But I asked her today. So how's the weather? You got used to it yet? And she's just like, it's bullshit.
Yep. Well, mate, if you're coming up, if you're driving up, whatever you're doing, however you get up here, if you stop in a Gladstone, mate, there's a bed, a nice cot waiting for you, a hot meal, and good company.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll leave and you can talk to the wife. But yeah, mate, the door's open 24/7.
Wonderful. Thank you. And, if any of you guys want to come to Newcastle, you get a free tour of the Warramai Hornet.
Cool.
What about going to the Parthenon Cafe?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
Meet Normie and his mates.
I don't know how any of this is going to fit together.
I'm waiting for a response. So what happens when we finish our shift? Does our stream end and then we log back in, or what happens?
If you want to jump on with the rest of the guys, you just pop into the next stream.
Yep.
Which I'm sure James will be quite happy to have you on. And just carry on.
Yep.
Carry on. Carry on, lad. Carry on. I'll have off.
Yeah, we had terrible British TV shows in the 70s, all your BBC and Thames television stuff.
Fawlty Towers, mate. Greatest show ever
Fawlty
made.
Towers, no, that's a classic. That's wonderful. And the goodies.
Blackadder
Oh, yes.
on the buses.
Slack bladder.
Okay.
8.5 hot, Mum.
Dad's Army.
Yep.
Mind your language. All that
Love Thy
crap.
Neighbour.
Pretty awful ones.
Imagine having Love Thy Neighbour in this political climate. My goodness.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't think it'll last very long.
But even
Oh.
Kingswood Country wouldn't fly these days.
Oh, I
Well,
know.
John, remember they tried it about 10 years ago. It only lasted half a season.
Did they?
Yeah.
Imagine 8.5 hot, Mum.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what about the Naked Vicar show?
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
well, the black and white minstrel show's gone.
Yeah, can't do that.
Or Kenny Everett.
Kenny Everett, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say a lot of it was crap television, but it's still better than The Voice, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Make up your own mind. Watch what you want. That's my message to you today. Do what you
beautiful.
want.
Do you?
Be what you wanna be, do what you wanna do.
Oh, that's a classic song. Steph wouldn't know it though, would he?
Right, back in the way, gents.
Hey, here's a little hint and tip you guys wouldn't know about that I didn't know about till many years ago. Any of you guys heard of Billy Thorpe?
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs.
Yeah, I could have been his son. My father and him and Billy were good mates, and Billy was trying to hit on Mum because Dad and Mum were broken up, and Dad threw Billy off the Maroubra Bay pub balcony.
Oh,
Billy could have been Dad.
you're right. I didn't know that story.
There you go. Oh no, Dad and Billy were good, great mates. You know. Yeah.
I was speaking to a modeler in Frontline last week. I was in the vehicle aisle, civil vehicles, and what he was saying was like, he used to be in a band, or still isn't in a band. But I said, well, played with anyone I know? He said, oh yeah, Billy Thorpe and all that sort of stuff. I said, oh yeah, and he said, yeah. He said, I didn't write it, but I said to him once, most people I know think that you're crazy.
Yeah.
And he said he got to the end of the hallway and he was already sort of like playing the song. He wrote it in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, mate,
yeah.
I can play it. The chords are so simple. Great song, but
Oh, yeah.
that was and he sang it at Sunbury. That's where he brought that out.
That's right.
Yep.
I certainly wasn't there.
No, I wasn't, but my parents were. Yeah.
Sunbury's a bit different now.
Yeah.
Most modern music now is crap anyway.
Amen. Amen. Is that music?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, give me the 60s, 70s.
Yep.
And the 80s, of course, but
Early 80s, maybe,
yeah.
but definitely 60s and 70s.
Mate, Zeppelin, Sabbath,
Yeah.
The Who,
Yep.
Steppenwolf.
Deep
What about
Purple,
Budgie?
Cream.
What about Budgie?
Who?
Budgie.
Budgie.
Yeah.
I'm still no closer to understanding.
Right, quickly go through some comments, gents. Go For It Painting says hello. Go For It Painting. How you doing?
Hello, go for
Hello,
it.
hello.
Hello.
Birthday. Mr. Bainbridge says night all. Got work in the morning. See everyone
Night,
tomorrow.
mate.
Have fun and take it
Hey,
easy.
mate.
Good night.
Hooroo. The Junk Works is in. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Scott.
I'm glad to hear the junk works.
Harry Morwick says, hi, Scott. How's the Orkney weather today? And replies with
Before you
morning,
go
Harry.
through chat, are we doing another flash soon?
No, just the one for today.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
We'll do a couple tomorrow and then some more on Sunday.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Jugwork says, morning, Harry. It's bright and sunny here, but still a lot of snow hanging around. And then Harry carries on with, we had a dump of the white stuff down here in Durham overnight. 12 inches in some places. Ooh,
My wife's never heard that.
yeah.
Not 12 inches of the white.
Neil Godden says, seen Sabbath more than a few times.
I
Oh,
am.
you bugger.
Yeah, we've
As
got
in-
about 7 minutes left, guys, and then
Oh.
we'll be knocking this session on the head.
Yeah, a
Fortunate
few-
enough to
few-
see Quan live.
A few more
Don't
minutes
worry.
we'll go around, folks, and see where we're up to before we jump off this stream. But I believe we are going straight live again, near enough.
Yep. So don't worry, the guys will be going live straight after we've finished. So please feel free to jump on and say hello. And then you could wave goodbye.
I'll be just hanging around here.
No, I'll be hitting the hay. So I can get up nice and early, go for a 5-minute drive down to the hobby shop, pick up some more paint.
As you do.
It's a terrible thing when the hobby shop's a 5-minute drive from home.
I don't know how you do it, mate. You are literally a model up for heroes.
So, Ian, you know where Umemmering is?
Yeah.
That's where I used to live when I joined up.
Why is that?
Well, I used to live there. That's where I joined up.
Umemmering.
Yeah.
Just next door to Dufton.
That's the one.
Yep.
So I used to initially grew up in Springvale South, and then we moved to Umemmering, and I joined the Air Force from there. And I haven't. Well, the only time I've been back was 2010 or so. For we were at Point Cook or Laverton.
We're not missing out on much, I can tell you that.
I know. That's why I live up in Newcastle. Oh, and by the way, I haven't mentioned today's what would you call it? Modelling fluid.
Yes.
So what I'm drinking is Newey Pale Ale, so Foghorn Brewery in Newcastle, and it's pretty bloody good.
Mate,
so, yeah.
I'm on the Matzo's.
Oh, the Ginger beer.
Yeah.
Very
Not
good.
a bad drop either.
Well, I'm dying to import some Spitfire from the UK.
Oh, that's beautiful, that stuff. It's probably one of my favourite beers.
Never had it.
I'm not a drinker, but it's got a Spitfire on it, so I'll take it up. It'll inspire me when I build.
So, my twin brother and I, Paul and I, we decided we're heading over to Telford this year. We're going to go over and have a look around. And while we're there, I mean, I've only seen the London RAF Museum, so I plan to do Cosford and Duxford, and, all that sort of stuff. Bovington, we've got a list. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, Bovington's good.
Because why not?
Well, before I do, before we all go, I did inform James that he wasn't sure, but I did tell him that I will be somehow shipping the entire Outlaw Paints range to him, so that he can take it to Telford and he can auction it off to raise money for Models Heroes.
Oh, good on you, mate. That's
Jason,
awesome.
that's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you very much, mate.
Well,
It's absolutely brilliant.
Well, I say it this way, like, it's to me, like, Outlaw Paints and everything, it's not about money, it's about the modeler. It's about being able to give back to people. Like, that's what it's about.
Yep.
Okay, and before we go, why did you choose to do it? What was your incentive to start off?
What was my incentive with Outlaw Paints? My incentive was, and I don't think you'll mind me saying it, see, when Braden started Outlaw Paints a bit over 2 and a bit years ago, he was actually one of the first people that I interviewed on Aussie Scale Model on my YouTube channel. And he actually drove 3 hours out of his way on his own holiday with his family to come and drop some stuff off for nothing. Like, literally, all these paints for nothing.
Wow.
Now, Braden is a genius, like an absolute genius when it comes to colour. And he went through a bit of a rough time last year, and out of the blue, he said, "Oh, would you be interested?" And I said, "Absolutely." You know, it helps him out, absolutely. And as a modeler of 50, like doing this for about 50 odd years, and knowing how good it is, I wanted to keep his dream alive, but also then have the ability to give back to what gives me so much.
Yep.
So it wasn't about dollars and cents. It was about providing the best there is, having an avenue to be able to give back to the people that, like you guys, being able to talk. We talk. I don't want to commit suicide. You stop me from doing that. I get to talk to you and build you up. Being able to give to somebody who has nothing, you know, that's what, to me, that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
Like, what's a bottle of paint versus somebody's life? It's just nothing.
Exactly.
It's a no-brainer.
Like when Paul said, "Oh, thanks for the extra bottles." Well, it's a bottle of paint. If it helps you out, mate, no dramas.
Indeed.
Fantastic.
And it doesn't make me better than anybody else on this planet.
Oh, no. That's not what it's all about.
I'm privileged to be alive and kicking and have people like yourselves and other modelers in this universe that are willing to put up with my ugly head, the amount I talk.
Well, I'm going to contradict you there, Jason, say it does make you better than some people in this world, because some people in this world just wouldn't do that.
Yeah, mate, I'm blessed to be alive.
Yeah. So you are better than some. Just about, but you are.
Thanks, mate. But I was like, for the last 14 years, I've fought cancer on top of that, and I've had 15 surgeries, 9 times clinically dead, and I'm thankful for every morning I wake up.
Yeah.
So my family's good. Concentrate on the universe.
Usually find those that have been through the grinder are more than happy to help those going through the grinder.
Yep.
Like John's just amazing. I'm so glad I've got to meet, see him and listen to it. What a story! What a man!
Yeah. Right, gent. It is 10:30. We are very quickly going to go around the room just for a quick update on where you are, what you've got up to, and how far you've got. So we will start off with Ian. So Ian, what have you managed to get done so far?
Chassis. Started working on the fuel canister, working on the interior, bit of the cab work, tyres. So, yeah, good start for the evening.
Excellent. Good stuff. And Steph?
Yep, I've got a lot of stuff is in the house because I've just primed it all. So all the internals are primed. These have got little plastic things sticking out. They're meant to be guns, so I'm just replacing them with a bit of brass rod to make them look a little bit better. So, yeah, that's where I am. So I should be closing it up sometime this afternoon.
Excellent.
Priming the outside and getting it done. And I'm aiming to be finished by lunchtime tomorrow.
Wow.
Awesome.
Good
on you.
Go,
and
mate.
John, where are you up to? What have you managed to get done? I know we've seen some of it.
All right, there's not much to show. So we have displayed earlier the little tiny engine. None of it fits together too well, I've got to say. Working on the control yoke and a bit of the rudder pedals are about to go in, and they are tiny, so that's in there.
Wow.
This stuff is very, very small. And then the only other thing that I've managed to do is basically cut off the 2 halves of the fuselage, and I'm just doing a bit of fettling and getting them together. But they're going together okay. And again, as I say, it's very, very small. For a 48 scale kit, it's tiny.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to give up. This is, if I don't get through this, it doesn't matter. It's,
No, it certainly doesn't. No, not
I
at all.
was going to build it anyway, and I might as well do it and get a laugh out of it.
Exactly, yes. And good company.
Great company. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this. And thank you so much to James and to Steph for making me feel so welcome.
Yeah,
as I had for the last couple of years.
Yeah, totally agree.
So, lastly, Jason. What
Yeah, guys,
done,
I've been bits of photo edge cutting out, getting everything prepped for fuselages and all the shaving to add all the PE that's got to go in this thing. I'll just bring that up there. You can see that it's quite a lot of little PE for this kit. So, getting everything prepped, and I should be well on my way. Everything undercoated and primed up by tomorrow morning.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I think it's a great choice. Look forward to seeing that.
Anybody got anything else to add or say before we close down? And because we have run over by 3 minutes so far.
Okay. Well, first up, I'd like to say thank you to you all.
Yep.
And we'll see you in the morning. But Ian and the boys that are on the bench are absolute legends. They provide great content, and they're down to earth, and they don't bullshit.
Thanks, mate.
Welcome, mate.
So-
Love it.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
forget, those of you that are staying up in down under, you do have the links to the next stream, so you are more
Yep.
than welcome to come along, of course.
Thanks, guys.
Fine.
Appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Right, Steph, anything else to add before I close the stream?
Nope, that's it, mate. All sorted, all done, dusted. Thank you very much to everybody for joining us. Really appreciate it, especially the guys down under. Thank you very much for giving your time up.
Oh,
It is
magic.
so
Appreciate it.
appreciated.
No
Indeed.
worries, mate.
I've been looking forward to this for a full year.
Yeah, same
God,
here.
yes. And now you're
Right then, folks, we shall talk to you shortly, and yeah, the next stream will be up any moment.
Thanks very much.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.